And how many want here? Huh. No, Bubba. Hey, Frank. Hey, Christy. Oh, come on. So how's everybody doing tonight? And we'll wait for a couple, 2, 3 more people to get here, and we'll get started. So, yeah, I've had my YouTube on for about an hour now, and then all of a sudden it decides to fill me in on the updates. Hey, Tibor, long time no see. What's up, bud? Yeah, I figures my participants list isn't working either. Yeah, give it a couple more minutes and we'll get going here. Oh, not too bad. Have had better days, have had worse days, but still not too bad. Hmm. Hey, Smith and Wesson, what's up, buddy? But yeah, I guess you guys could tell by the topic of the night for a little bit anyway. Then we'll probably do open chat just to try to have some fun since it's Christmas. No, I didn't mod the stove yet. That's going to be coming here probably this weekend or probably later on this week. The way they have me working right now is I won't get home till late anyway, and I'm trying to get everything done so I can get either into chat or get my own chat started. So just one of those things. But the topic of tonight is community versus faction. So let's take a look at this here real quick. I actually went in and got the definitions of both. A community, a group of people living in the same place or having a particular characteristic in common, or a feeling of fellowship with others as a result of sharing common attitudes, interests, and goals. Hey, moms, what's up, hon? And the definition of a faction: a small, organized, dissenting group within a larger one, especially in politics, or a state of conflict within an organization, dissension. Um, I had something happen to me last night that didn't really affect me that much, but it kind of stuck in my craw. I'm not going to really go too deep into what happened, but it got me thinking about this while I was running my route today. And the basic thought is this person part of a community or is he part of a faction? Because I always looked at a faction as something that opposes something else. Um, and the more I thought about it, is more this person's trying to create a faction instead of a community. Um, like I go to PepperX, Nina's chat, uh, Backwards Laws chat, all great chats by the way. Spicy's chat, and that is part. We're all part of a community. I'm part of that community. You guys are part of that community. Whereas the other person is more of a faction. They were always had some kind of dissenting view of something. Um, and what's kind of funny is they always say, "Don't drink the Kool Aid. Don't do this." It's kind of funny. Is they're the ones that are making the Kool Aid. Go figure, right? Oh, here we go again. And meanwhile, the community that we're in, we work together. I'm not saying we always see eye to eye, but we always end up working together. And the community that has been made was actually made very effortlessly, and everybody seems to complement everybody else in the group in some way, shape, or form. We found a way to work together. Hey, Kaylin, we found a way to work together. We help each other with our weaknesses, and we shore up each other with our strengths. Just what I see. This is more coming from the heart. This is right off the top of my head here, and it's just one of those things. It's kind of hard to explain, but hey, Josh, what's up, buddy? And the person I really wanted to thank for that, he's not here as of yet. Don't know if he'll be or not, but it is what it is. So we'll just keep on trucking along here. I hear sirens, but I have to remember that's Santa Claus coming down the hill. So yeah, the firemen do a Santa Claus thing. They throw Santa Claus up on a fire truck and hey Mickey, how you doing, hon? They throw Santa Claus on top of the fire truck and they drive around all night with the lights going and the sirens going. So which yeah, Mickey, we're talking about community versus faction tonight, and I have to say that we have one hell of a community going here. So, but and the reason I call the other group a faction, yes, we do, Mickey. Yes, we do. Um, the other part with the faction seems like, and I'm surprised I haven't seen anything yet, is the group that I'm talking about. It seems like they always have. Oh, we have a couple of them running around here too, Caitlin. Love them vintage fire trucks. Yeah, the other person says that they're running a community, but meanwhile they're kind of opposing everything that other quote communities do. Um, in fact, the run-in I'm talking about, this person, which is outside of this community, says that it's about the content, but with what went down yesterday, it kind of tells me it's all about the money. Um, so I don't know, man. As I said, the people I kind of wanted to be here aren't here yet, too, so I could go into this. So that's okay, though. Um, I'm just gonna I'm just going to refer to him as who shall not be named. I'm hoping they do, but if they do, they do. If they don't, they don't. It's okay. Um, my whole thing with the whole deal is with this one person, and it's as I said, not it's somebody that hasn't been in these chats in quite a while, so it's nobody that is going to come to mind directly. So, but the thing is, with what happened, kind of opened up my eyes a little bit about this particular individual. um, I will say this that this person is outside the Prepper X Nation, not part of Prepper X Nation, and he has, for lack of a better word, a sidekick. That usually by now his sidekick's starting a live chat, but I haven't seen it come up yet. I'll give him about another 15 minutes. I bet you bet you dollars and donuts. He'll be start one here within 15, 16 minutes or so. He always does. But the Prepper X Nation, um, FLP, Prepper X, you know what I'm talking about. Backwoods, T Bear, Mickey, Nina, and everybody else, the Honey Badgers. I always feel that way, Tibor. I I think you do too, Smith and Wesson. And if you're thinking who I think you're thinking, you're probably correct. Um, what happened yesterday was is I tried to knock. Yeah, I was still subscribed to his Patreon page, and what happened was I was doing the Patreon thing for $10. I tried knocking it down. Actually, I tried to back out. I'm like, it won't let me back out. Says, okay, I'll just go for $1. That was on Sunday night. And I did this after I got done. Well, we'll get into why it's over on Patreon, but that's one of them, Tibor. Um, I got an email yesterday that I got booted and pretty much banned from going back there from said person who had the Patreon page. Sounds like Mickey knows what I'm talking about too. And I know some of you guys are around for that split. But the main reason, well, I'll go back to the split here. The main reason I went the direction I went in the split, because I know a lot of people stayed there and a lot of people came here. The reason I came here is a lot of stuff that the other person was talking about wasn't adding up. Yeah, well, I just put one thing in mind, Caitlin. So that, and I did that last night. So I'm probably gonna be dropping something else here. And oh, oh, it was major drama, moms, major drama. And we're still kind of dealing with some fallout here and there, but it is what it is. It's no big deal. But the main reason I came here is everybody in this community. Oh, see, with that, I know what happened. I'm not going to repeat it. That's water under the bridge. Hey, Grumpy. Oh no, this Grumpy. What I'm talking about, the split. This happened a long time ago. Probably at least 8 months ago. So that's all done and over with. It's just still dealing with some fallout every now and again. But the reason I came to X Nation and not stayed there was X Nation, FLP, everything checked out. And I can't say enough about FLP. I cannot say enough about him. He's a good dude. He's an awesome dude. Yeah, yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about, Smith and Wesson, and that's why I call them a faction and not so much a community. Exactly, Kaylin. That's why I came here. They are beyond legit. Just what you said, beyond legit. Everything I said checked out. I mean, I didn't just like blindly come over here like, okay. No, I chose carefully. I put some thought into it, chose carefully, and I know beyond a shadow of a doubt, I picked the right one. Exactly, Grumpy. Exactly. Hey, Timo. Oh, I forgot to do something here. Hey, Timo, you're going to be, as soon as I get you open here. Timo's going to be blue now. But yeah, Timo, we're kind of talking about remember what I talked to you and Backwoods last night about before we started to chat? That's what I'm talking about tonight for a little bit anyway. But that's why I stayed here. I mean, Timo, Backwoods, FLP, Nina, T Bear, legit, honest, just awesome people. That's why I stayed with this community. Whereas the other one, the reason I call it a faction is ever since the split, they've always been dissenting of here, always. And last night, I guess with him with that whole thing with the Patreon, that was kind of like the final straw. So, does it hurt my feelings that he did it? No, it doesn't. I've been around this internet thing for a long time. The chat, not so much doing the videos, but the chat part of it. Well, what do you know? Remember, I said that the one guy was going to start a live stream within 15 minutes. That was at 8:14. He didn't last 7. There he is. Hmm. Hmm. Just but I'm proud to be part of this community, and even though FLP is not here, we all know him as FLP, but some people may know him as Prepper X. But I know he's a very proud man because he started something with X Nation that it was kind of the shot in the dark type of thing. And not only did he make a community, correct me if I'm wrong, but most of us not only feel like community, we almost feel like family. I mean, Tim feels like family to me. Backwoods feels like family to me. Kalen, Mickey, Grumpy, Tibor, all you guys, y'all feel like family to me. I mean, it's not something that we have to work at. It just happens. It's natural. Y'all know what I'm trying to say here? Good. Yeah, because yeah, RB is another one. Rescue Boss is just awesome. Like Tim, when I had that meet and greet, Timo was at the meet. Was one of the guys that, hey Rosanna, uh, Timo was one of the guys that showed up to meet and greet. I mean, great dude. Honestly, he's just a great dude. FLP, um, as I said, Backwoods was there. T Bear, Rescue Boss and his family, Virginia Prepper, Survival Comms. I mean, we just had a great time, and I know a couple times, Lauren, since that was my first time doing something like that. I got a little standoff. I didn't get confrontational. I got a little standoffish because I'm just sitting there like in awe, like these people actually came. But now that the initial one's out of the way, I am having another one. Exactly, the first time. So it's like, and I'll tell you what, Timo is probably one of the probably the friendliest person you'd ever meet because he just comes up and just starts talking to people and just having a good time. I enjoyed meeting you too, man. It was awesome. But now I know what to expect. So the second one's going to go is going to be a riot. So, but yeah, Prepper X FOP basically with the Prepper X channel, he made a community, and I'm not saying he wasn't trying to, but the way everything fell together is almost effortless. So FLP's not here, and I'm going to probably email him later if he doesn't come in and thank him again for making Prepper X because I think it was one of the best communities out there. And it may not be the biggest because the other whack job before the split, I think his channel is still quote bigger, but I think our community has a better quality. It's not the number of people; it's the quality of the people that come. I mean, if you look at the number, a lot of times that number is just an inflated number of people coming in because they're just looking to have a good time and chat with each other, then leave. This one, there's a lot of interaction. I mean, I may not interact with everybody through email and stuff, but the people I do is a very open thing. So exactly, Grumpy. This is a much tighter group. Yes, it is. I mean, Alaska is another Yeah, this is a very tight group, and this is a very awesome group, and I'm honored to be part of it. I want to thank you guys as well, because without you guys being part of this group as well, it's you guys are family. As I'll say it again, you guys are family. Yeah, I love you all. Absolutely love all of you. But I just kind of want. That's all I'm going to go into that because I kind of want to just get that off my chest because it's just something after the events of what happened from Sunday to yesterday with getting that email. It's just kind of stuck in my craw. Like, why is this guy like this? And it seems to me that he is not happy unless he has something to go against. That'd be the other guy before the split that stayed over there and we came here. Which, now to get to the fun part of this, I mentioned Patreon. I started a Patreon page, and probably with my next couple, 2, 3 videos, I'm going to start linking my Patreon page. And the reason I started it was there's some things I wanted to get into, but I was trying to think of ways to do a video for it. And the best thing I found, instead of trying to do a video for it, would be hello. Yeah, well, sorry about that. I just heard one of the fire trucks going up the road and he was hauling ass with Santa Claus on the roof. So there's a fire someplace. But hey, night, Tibor. But hey, Kentucky, how you doing, buddy? But if you go to my Patreon, well, sorry, I got off track here. But the reason I started Patreon, there's a lot of stuff that I wanted to do that I don't think would have translated well into video. It's more of a written thing. So I decided to put it there. And instead of having tiers, I have one tier. It's $1. That's it. $1. That's it. And $1, if I do this right, is going to include that's $1 is going to include everything. It's just I decided to put everything there because a lot of people there's more people I think I have Patreon than have Facebook because I have a Diggers Outdoor Facebook page too that I started about 2 years ago and it never did anything. I'm about ready to kill that thing off and just go with the YouTube and the Patreon. But the other thing with it is I kind of want to get more into um, the writing aspect of things. I'm not good at it, but there's only one way to get good at it is to do it. So I was going to do these write-ups, maybe share some PDFs and everything else over there. What you doing, monkey? Zeus is up wandering around. I think a little bit of everything here, Smith and Wesson. Yeah, to me, he's more of he's more of like he's more all about the money than it is the community. Because it seems like as soon as I crank that thing from $10 down to $1, it's just like, okay, you're not giving me all the money that you were giving me. Get out. I'm like, okay, bye. And I'll admit, with that is I stayed subscribed to his Patreon because he's putting out good PDFs. I'm like, well, I may not like the guy, but at least I can use this as like a subscription service type of thing. I mean, I don't know if any of you guys ever had a subscription service. He pretty much has. He pretty much has. No, Kentucky. It's a long, long story. So, and as I said, everybody that was involved with it from the get go, I was there when it happened, but with everything that from that point on, I'd rather have them hear people that were directly involved before I really get too deep into it. I'm probably a little bit deeper into it now, but than I wanted to get, but that's okay. You know what I mean, Kentucky? But onwards and upwards, right? Um, actually, that's good. That's going to be that. I'm definitely going to be doing that here when I get into things that are a little bit more involved. Like the first thing I posted was, is Frank still in here? I did the hobo signs. I also found, I should say, hobo symbols, uh, treasure hunting symbols, and I think American Indian symbols. Yeah, Frank. I set up the Patreon, and remember I told you I was going to get you those hobo symbols. They're on my Patreon. So, in fact, now I'm thinking about it, just give me 1 second here. Yeah. So not only do I have the hobo symbols on there for you, I got the treasure hunting symbols, American Indian symbols. I think one other thing. So, I mean, it's kind of cool. And how I put that forth was, come on, and how I actually you're gonna laugh at this. Well, let me finish up with Frank here, but what I did was when I did the write up on that, I kind of put it forth as this is the people that use these symbols, but this is what you can use them for now. It's kind of the symbols are kind of like a language in and of themselves. And if you know how to read them, they're very useful. One picture tells like almost an entire story. A simple picture or a simple symbol tells you the entire story of what is going on at that location. Okay, 1 second here. Da-da-da-da-da. There we go. And paste. There we go. Boom. Oh, that's okay. I doing FLP. If you go back and watch the replay, I'll just give you a quick recap. He who shall remain nameless pretty much kicked me off and blocked me from his Patreon now. You should know who I'm talking about. Hey Marie, how you doing, hon? So that's what gave me the idea for yeah, exactly. But sir, yeah, I didn't name the guy, but I think we all pretty much know who I'm talking about, which is why I named my chat the way I did community versus faction. And FLP, I gotta say, when you started Prepper X, it's not the size of community, pretty much, but it's not the size of community. But I think when you made Prepper X, everybody that needed to be there showed up, and we built one. I wouldn't say you did, we did, because the community is more than one person. Exactly, man. Exactly. So, yeah, and to let you know, I started a Patreon page too. I think I put the link in right before you came in. So, but I started one there. Hey, Virginia Prepper, how you doing, buddy? But yeah, but with that though is I'll probably drop that link again here. You and me both, buddy. You and me both. And how's Miss Marie doing tonight? But I have to say, before we go any further to FLP, I want to say, I know I said it before, I'm going to say it again. Thank you, brother. When you did Prepper X, ah, don't worry about it. It's just something that I'm not really mad about it. It's just something that's stuck in my craw. I'm like, okay, why is he the way he is? Why does he do what he does? And then I came up with, well, we have a community here, a community. Whereas Mr. Butthurt, he shall be named Mr. Butthurt. It's more of a faction. It's a community will sit there, and anybody who comes in a community, you'll try to build that person up or help that person out. And we all try to help each other out as much as we can. Even some people outside of our community, I wouldn't say outside the community, but on the outside, we try to help people out. And it seems like the other guy, Mr. Butthurt, tries to make his faction look better by tearing other communities down. Does that sound about accurate? It's just, as I said, just something stuck in my craw. I wasn't mad about it. Exactly. Yeah, like what FLP said, I try to help out by knowledge sharing and giving back to the community, and you always have. And I mean, I said it earlier before you came in, is that the reason I came here is I listened to your version of it and I listened to his version of it. Your version checked out was rock solid. Rock solid, no BS. This is what happened. And then he starts spouting off with the pressing of a button and da 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 da. And that, I'm like, this guy's full of shit. I'm not going to sugarcoat him. Like, this guy is just full of shit. Yeah. But thank you again, sir. Thank you, brother. I mean, not only did you make a great community, I think we got a great family here, man. And as I said, we, you were the catalyst, and we came up with one hell of a community here. It may be a smaller community, but as a tighter, more family or more of a family than it is a family like community. Same here, brother. Same here. And I was kind of hoping you would come in because I definitely wanted to say that to you again, especially after everything. Is I I had made a choice, and in my heart of hearts, I know I made the right one. That's just coming from me, and I'm sure just about everybody else in here will say the same thing. And with that being said, this is where everybody's going to find out exactly what I'm talking about. There will be no more mention of SOS or Wes S in this chat. I'm not going to endorse them. I'm not going to. My hands are washed of them. I'm done with them. And if he finds out I said that, I can care less. But as I was saying, I just kind of had to get all that. Exactly. But yeah, then as I was saying before, I'm gonna go ahead and slap the link in here. I started my own Patreon page, and I said everything on that page is $1. I don't think I'm going to go any higher than that. To me, it's not about the money, but it seems like more people have the Patreon than have the Facebook. So Patreon, I think, would probably be the better way to go. And I'm that's and the Patreon is just for write ups. I'm not going to be doing any live streams over there or anything. Okay, and go ahead and put the link for yours into FLP because I want to sign. I want to sign up to yours while I'm thinking about it too. So get a little cross pollination going on here. Yeah, because that I've had this Patreon. I would say I had Patreon. I didn't start a page. I was just a Patreon. That's it. I decided to do the page just for the write ups side of it. But if any other folks have a Patreon, stop in, stop into mine. Leave me a link to yours, and I'll sign up for that too. I mean, I'm not going to sign up for much. I'll probably sign up for like $1, maybe $5, something like that. So, but I think the more people. Okay, cool, cool. When you get set up, you let me know. This I feel you. I feel you there, Kentucky. Oh, I don't blame you, man. You've been writing up a storm. It'd probably be nice to get book two done and just kind of walk away. I wouldn't say walk away, but just walk away for a while and just put that on the back burner for a little bit. Take a break. Exactly. And Kentucky, I know exactly what you're saying because I'm a delivery driver, and they added. I got my old I got my old route back because I think the last time I talked to you guys, they're kind of flopping me around between a couple routes. That wasn't mine. I was just kind of filling in for other people. I'm back on my own route, but they added a couple things to me. So now I'm sitting in my truck for about 10 hours a day. there weren't any protesters, but this is not the first time that that's been tried. I think by him, they're trying they're trying to get him passed for the county, but what he doesn't understand is these how it was worded is it's the state law, and you can't really undermine the state law on the county level. Yeah, because he's tried this before. That yeah, I did see that though, moms, and unfortunately, if Allegheny County goes to vote about it, I can't vote on it because I'm in Beaver County. So that I'm kind of Peduto is the mayor of Pittsburgh, and they're trying to do a gun ban in Allegheny County, and that's they tried that before. And Night Marie, and that didn't go well for him. They've I think it's like the second time he's tried this, and this is all over the Tree of Life shooting. Um, and it's kind of like a knee jerk reaction type of thing. But what the thing with it is the last time he tried a gun ban, Pennsylvania legislation, yeah. What was kind of funny though was is Tom Wolf came in and says you can't do that. Who is one of Peduto's supporters? Go figure. Oh yeah, there's no doubt there, no doubt. Which, for once in my life, because I'm not a big Allegheny County type of guy myself. Their whole Allegheny County is just messed up. Their whole property taxes are messed up. Some it's just a messed up county. Just the long and short of it, it's a messed up county. I live one county over Beaver County, where we don't have any of these issues. But this is like one of those points in times I wish I actually lived in Allegheny County, so I could vote against this jackass. About the only decent thing he's done, and I know a lot of people don't like him, but he actually put bike lanes into town. I'll give him credit for that because I've actually rode my mountain bike around downtown before the bike lanes were there, and it was worth their life. Now they got the bike lanes, at least you have a fighting chance anyway. Okay, cool. There we go. Got that loading up here. But yeah, this is oh yeah, Pittsburgh. I mean, if you live around Pittsburgh, you and me and mums do, you realize how messed up that. I mean, it's a great town, but it's a messed up town. I mean, all towns are messed up, but oh, Pittsburgh has some doozies, real doozies. Yeah, it's like some of the other things I'm going to fill you guys in on is what I'm going to be doing with this page here over the next, once the weather breaks. Um, I'm thinking about doing, some of you guys, well, Timo and FLP were at Moraine State Park where I had to get together at. And there's another park close to it called McConnell's Mill, but they share a common geologic history, and they have a pamphlet on that called the Trail of Geology. I'm going to try to do the Trail of Geology on video, kind of like a tour. That's right. VP was there too. I'm getting tired, you can tell, but yeah, VP, he's another awesome dude. I like him. I like VP. Love you, VP. But I'm gonna be doing a Trail of Geology since it's a pamphlet that you can download a PDF, and I think on my Patreon before I do that, I'll upload that PDF to there. So if you want to go in there, download that PDF, and then I'm gonna be doing like each section. So if you want to follow along in the PDF, now you got something to go work off of. And as Pentucky said, he's a teacher, so it's kind of like if you can read what I'm reading to kind of follow along what I'm talking about on the video, I think it may help you out a little bit to understand it because I'm still kind of going through my head too. But the other thing I'm going to do is when I do this, when I get it done, I'm going to have a playlist for it, and I'm going to bring it up to um, the Rangers at Moraine State Park and see if that'd be something that they may want to link to or use themselves. Kind of work with the park there. Um, One thing I found with doing like the hiking and stuff is if you can get in good with the park, I'm not saying work for them, but if you can get in good with a park service in a certain area, they'll work with you. If you work with them, they'll work with you. No question about it. So I'm going to use that to try to keep that relationship going. Yeah. Well, Mums, have you ever been to Moraine State Park or McCall's Mill? I hear you, Penta. I'm about the same way. Yeah, see, I work probably about literally 5 minutes from McCall's Mill. And once I pass McCall's Mill, I'm to whatchamacallit, Moraine State Park in about another 5 to 10 minutes. So, I mean, they're like right there. Yeah, and Moraine State Park does have some nice mountain bike trails, even though I haven't ridden the mountain bike trails. I have walked on them a little bit, kind of shortcutting a couple places, and they have some awesome hiking trails there. And McConnell's Mills, although in a lot of sections much rougher than Moraine State Park, has some awesome hiking trails as well. I mean, the scenery in both of them are just great. No, but I'll go there soon because one of the state one of the state parks I want to go to is actually out by her. I want to go to Yellow Creek. Hey, Goat, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, because Yellow Creek looks interesting. I've never been to Yellow Creek, and when I was running that one route where I was going out to Johnstown, I was passing it every day. I just never had a chance to really swing in and grab a map because I'm going to call them. I see a couple things on the map I want to ask them some questions on. Oh, 05 Goat with the LS motor. Oh, that's awesome, Moms. 6.0. Yep. What's kind of funny is those are the same motors we haven't that's the same motor that's in my um delivery truck. It's a detuned 6.0, but I got a 6.0 in the Isuzu I'm driving because Isuzu and GM are kind of like this with the industrial with the commercial trucks are about the same thing. They did, really, because the signs are still up and huh. Well, I may have to pass up Yellow Creek and go out to either Blue Knob or Prince Gallitzin then. Awesome. Hey, those goats are. I'm not the biggest fan of them, but they're nice cars. Um, myself, especially in that year range, my car of choice is still like the Camaros. I love those Camaros. I don't know why. I'm a Camaro guy, so but I have a couple friends that have the same GTOs, and they got more than a slight tune on them. I think the one guy has about 800 horse in his right now. Yeah, Mom, thanks for telling me about Yellow Creek. I didn't know it was closed because I said the signs are still up. I seen the signs for Yellow Creek right on 422, but that's interesting. Oh, awesome, Kaylin. But it's about that time, so okay. I think before I decide to go out to it, I got the number for him. I'll give him a call just uh just to see what's what. But we're at that time. It's time for promos. Promo time. Okay, don't forget tomorrow night at 7 o'clock Central Louisiana time or 8 o'clock Eastern is going to be Nina on Southern Arc Homestead with her live stream, and then at 8:30 Central Louisiana time or 9:30 9:30 Eastern on Prepper X. Is Nina still using Prepper X, or is she going to be on X Nation tomorrow with the Honey Badgers? But there's going to be the Honey Badger chat, and that is always a good time. That you get. Okay, so it will be on Prepper XN. So don't forget about that. It's a good time. You're going to laugh a lot, but you're going to learn a lot. So then Thursday, if he has one, because I'm not saying he's hit and miss, but sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't, is at 6 o'clock Central Louisiana time or 7 o'clock Eastern is Spicy. That's me and his son. That's just a great, fun chat to go to. You just kind of kick back, relax, shoot the bull. Then Friday night, until the first of the year anyway, and you're having one on Friday night, but you're having one on Friday night, right, FLP? I know back was going through last night. Okay, so then Friday night, 8 o'clock Eastern. It's a 2 hour panel chat. Great information there. Also a good time. I'll probably do the after show. Sunday, um, there's a you're gonna be doing sit reps every Sunday now too, correct? Because if he has a sit rep, it's going to be on Sunday. Just keep your ears open for that. And next week, I know Backwoods isn't doing a chat. I'm not doing a chat because my chat lands on Christmas, and I think this was one of those things that's just spend time with your family. So that'll be for the rest of this week. Next week, kind of just play things by ear. But with that being said, awesome. But with that being said, I love you all. I love our family. You guys are great. Prepper, yeah. X Nation rocks. You guys rock. I love y'all. Y'all have a great night and thank you for coming.